for us to get our kicking game and see how the ball moves because of the kicking game, how vital that is throughout the course of the season. It's going to be big for us. It's going to have to win us a couple of games, our kicking game, and as long as we're solid and make the field goals we need to make, which we didn't make all the field goals today. We've got to be better at that. I thought we punted relatively well. We covered relatively well other than the last play. The big thing is not having major penalties. This was practice 9, I believe, and our guys have done a good job up to this point.
So when you talk about the decision to start off the scrimmage with an onside kick,
I had nothing to do. I was a spectator in this game, so that was a decision made by one of the coaches over there.
Have any decisions about kickers? What you see?
No, we'll go the distance here and try to figure out who the guy is. But we need to get better at that position, that's for sure.
You said before that you will use two if that's what you settle on, right?
If two are ready, we'll use two, but we don't have to use two. If one's a guy and he's making them, and the other guy's not, we'll only use one.
Just so kind of good to end the scrimmage on a return. I know you want the coverage to be better, but to end it on a return like that.
Special teams plays a huge role. If we can get a couple of those this year, that'll be good for us. But, Black had just gone up, I think, 13 points. So White didn't have a chance. There was only one other kick that we were going to have, so I ended it one kick early.
how would you assess the first full week of camp?
I thought our guys have done a good job of maturing and really paying attention to the details. I think they've worked extremely hard. I think we got guys that are now starting to understand that it's important to get back on the field when they get an injury. So, we're starting to get it.
Frankie Williams right now kind of running for the punt return spot. I mean, him and Ricardo were the first two guys out.
Frankie's a guy, but we're looking at some other guys as well. So, but he's obviously a very good returner for us. We're going to need probably 3 of those guys.
Is Raheem running back?
We did move him yesterday.
I saw Normando in a red hoodie. What was his thing?
We decided to hold him out. He's got a little bit of a knee that he had last year. We didn't want to run him. There was a lot of running in this kick scrimmage, so we decided to hold him out. He'll be fine.
Do you like Mostert's potential at running back?
Yeah, we got to see. We got to see how physical he is with the ball in his hands and how well he reads the defense. But we'll find out here the next week. He'll give some live reps and see if he can do it.
You guys still had some mistakes out there. You had a fumbled fake punt, and you also had a few muff punts out there. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, you can't have those. You cannot turn the ball over. That's huge. Momentum swings, it's huge point swings. So we got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
You talked about August 13th kind of being the peak day for your team. Just with the rest of the second week of training camp here, just kind of what will be the goal, what will be the mission you want to get out of this club the next 7 days?
So I think we got to just keep grinding here Monday, Tuesday, and making sure that we understand it's going to be tough. And then we'll start to taper off a little bit. Next week's a big week for us. We have fan appreciation night. We have the guys moving out in the dorms. We have the kickoff luncheon. We have the jersey scrimmage. So next week's a big week for us. I want to make sure we peak physically, and then we start to just taper a little bit. So we'll go into the first game fresh.
You talked about naming the quarterback on the 17th, but with all the other positions, do you want everything set 2 weeks before the first game to have an idea of where everybody's going to be?
Well, you like to know your first 22 on both sides as well as the special teams. And I told the guys before we came out here today, we're trying to find out which guys we're going to take to Cincinnati. I was asked a week ago how many we traveling with. I said 80. I probably should have said we're going to travel with the right amount of guys that can help us win a football game. So that's where we are right now. We got to find out who those guys are.
Raheem Mostert was all over the place on kickoff coverage. Had a really nice tackle out there. What do you think of him?
No, he's a talented athlete. We need to make sure that he can contribute on special teams.
Is Raheem's move more what he didn't do at receiver, or what
No.
you need? What you need at running
No,
back?
he wanted to make the move for the team. I commend him on that. He came in yesterday and just felt like he could help us better at the running back position. So, he's a team guy, and I respect him for that.